What's going on, guys? Matty with FusaroFitness. Question I get very, very often. How many grams of sugar should I eat a day? What is the daily limit? Truth is, answer you either want to hear or don't want to hear is it doesn't really matter as long as you are getting your sources from micronutrient dense, whole, mostly unprocessed foods. And I've talked about this many times, and those of you who follow flexible dieting or if it fits your macros understand this. So if you're already tracking your macronutrients, your carbohydrates, proteins, and fats, getting enough fiber, eating your fruits, eating your vegetables, drinking water, and you save a couple of calories, maybe 200-300, maybe 10-15% of your diet for discretionary calories, an allowance of foods like Pop-Tarts, you should not have a problem, especially if you're worried about body composition. As long as you're tracking your macros and you're not in a hypercaloric state, so eating more than you need to maintain your weight or eating in a surplus, you're not going to gain weight, your body composition is not going to change. If you're a healthy, active individual and you don't have any health conditions, you should not have to monitor your sugar intake. And I know a lot of people do that. You track on MyFitnessPal or FitDay, whatever you use on your smartphone to track your macros, and there's that sugar column. And you become fixated on it because apples have sugar, onions have sugar, bananas have sugar, vegetables have sugar. Sugar, 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 sugar. It's everywhere. But like I said, if you are focusing, if the majority of your diet is coming from micronutrient dense foods, there is no need to microanalyze every single thing that you're eating and fixating on your sugar intake for the day. So with that said, keep the refined sugar and processed foods to a minimum. Make the majority of your foods come from whole food sources. Eat your fruits, eat your vegetables, get your fiber in, hit your protein, carbs, and fats, and you shouldn't even have to look at that sugar column when you're tracking macronutrients. Now, if the majority of your diet is coming from shit like Pop-Tarts and processed foods, packaged foods, not that there's anything wrong with cereal, but if you're eating Twinkies and refined sugar and putting sugar in your coffee and drinking soda, empty calories, that is a shit to worry about. There's no reason you should overconsume that. But fitting some of this stuff into your diet, if the majority of your diet as a whole, 80, 90, 95% of it is coming from micronutrient dense, whole, unprocessed foods, you shouldn't have to worry about it. So don't worry about glucose, fructose, lactose, fructose. It doesn't matter because there is going to be sugar in every single thing that you eat. Let's just go through a couple examples real quick. This is lactose-free milk. Now I usually drink almond milk, but this was on sale, so we gave it a shot. 14 grams of sugar in 1 cup. Does that mean that milk is bad? No, because there's 14 grams of carbohydrates in there. Carbohydrates are a sugar. So there's sugar in there. Pop-Tarts. We know these are processed foods. A lot of people deem them unhealthy or dirty foods. If you could fit a Pop-Tart or two into your diet and the rest of your diet is healthy foods, there's nothing wrong with that. But you're looking at 19 grams of sugar per pastry. Sounds like a lot of sugar. Now what about this? Smart Start. So most people would consider this a healthy food. They would say that it is made from, what do we got? Whole grains, toasted multigrain, oat clusters, original antioxidants. This little bitch of a package right here has 66 grams of carbohydrates and 22 sugars. So this has more sugar than a Pop-Tart. But this is supposed to be healthy, right? Smart Start, antioxidants. Like I said, apples, guys, onions carry sugar, bananas. These fucking things are called sugar snap peas. Sugar is in the name. So there are sugars in these, but it's a vegetable. And vegetables are healthy, right? Whey protein, it's got sugar in it, guys. So everything, almost everything you guys are gonna eat is going to have some kind of sugar, whether it's artificial, whether it's man-made, whether it's naturally occurring. Sweet potatoes have naturally occurring sugars in them. So you're never going to avoid them completely, so don't fixate on them. Fixate on tracking your macronutrients, hitting your targets according to your goals, eating unprocessed, micronutrient-dense foods, and fit the shit in where you have room, but don't overconsume. That rhymes. Hopefully this video helped you guys out. If you have any questions, just leave a message down below. I'd be happy to answer them for you. And that's pretty much it. So enjoy your Pop-Tart, but also enjoy your fruits, vegetables, onions, and sugar snap peas. Thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Thanks always for your support, and until next time, we'll see you in the next video.